Good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday. Feels like a Wednesday, which is nice because the entirety of last week I thought it was the next day, which meant the week went really slowly. Today feels like a Wednesday, but it's not. It's a Thursday. So that's good. That means this week is going a little faster in my head. It is the afternoon. I'm very late picking up the camera and I literally have no excuse other than coming home this morning. I was absolutely exhausted. We spent the night at Chris's. I woke up at about 2 or 3 in the morning and the heat was okay. It wasn't so much the heat necessarily, it was more I woke up at 2, 3 in the morning and started overthinking about my cat, who, look at that. She's so cute. So yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night and was like overthinking about how, you know, if me and my family weren't home and someone was coming in to feed her and change her litter tray for us while we were away, what if they leave the front door open and she runs out the front door in a panic? Because if that happens, there's no way for her to get back in. The people who would be feeding her might not notice, or if they did notice they wouldn't be able to get her back in. They would just chase her further away because she's scared of them. I kind of sent myself into a bit of a panic spiral as if something had happened for absolutely no reason at like 2 or 3 in the morning. Maybe I dreamt about it and I woke up and I'd forgotten my dream. I don't know. But I got really stressed at like 2 or 3 in the morning, was up for like 2 hours. And then the heat, you know, on top of that didn't help. I think, to be honest, I was making myself panic and burn up in like a panic. You know when you're like flustered and you get really hot? I think I was doing that to myself last night. So that's fun. Really struggled getting up this morning. Managed to get back and kind of just moved very, very slowly. Did the laundry, washed my hair, and then just kind of passed out for like an hour, which is really bad. I have no excuses. I literally just kind of got out of the shower and did the thing where you lay in your towel and just mindlessly. I was watching a podcast. I was just, yeah. It's not been a very good day in terms of productivity, I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm about to go get my lunch and then I'm going to spend my afternoon doing some job research bits and bobs. I plan on waking myself up a bit more. I have woken up a bit more, I think, since my shower. My shower definitely woke me up. Yeah, not been very great so far, but I plan on getting more stuff done with my afternoon. Chris is out this evening. He's been invited to the cricket last minute. I have no idea what cricket tournament's going on. Cricket is like the one sport I couldn't watch. Like, there are lots of sports that I don't like watching because I find super boring, but like cricket is like, not only do I find it boring, I don't understand the game. You could explain it to me a million times, I still don't get it, and it's like I can't get into it. It's like the one sport where I'm just like, no, you know what, this isn't fun to watch, nor do I understand what's going on. But yeah, Chris's dad and his brother were going with a group of people and one of them dropped out, and so Chris was offered a ticket and he was like, sure, why not? So Chris is going to watch the cricket this evening. I don't know if he knows anything about cricket, to be honest. I think he's just going to hang out with his dad and his brother. Anyways, so yeah, I've got a bit of extra time to figure myself out this evening, basically, before he comes. I think he will come home just before he leaves to get changed. Got a little bit more time to figure myself out, so my delayed morning isn't the end of the world. It's not as bad as it has been the past couple of days. It was like yesterday where it started off relatively cool this morning rather than starting at like 28 degrees. It's about 28 degrees now, and because the sun hasn't come around the house yet, it doesn't feel very warm right now, which is why Slippers is still quite comfortably curled up in a blanket, bless her. But yeah, it's meant to warm up later, so that's gonna suck. And to be honest, when it does warm up, I'm probably not gonna want to get my work done, am I? I'll get something done, I will. I'll make sure of it, but yeah, it's not been as good of a day as I wanted it to be. But right now I'm starving. It's just gone 1 and I need some lunch. So I'm gonna go make some food and then I'm going to knuckle down. Yeah. She's so cute. There's the poor girl. Hot and bothered, trying to keep cool on the floor. She is so tired, bless her. Good Evening, everybody. It is much later. It is very sunny all of a sudden, but it's been a much cooler day than it has been for the past few days. I was keeping an eye on the temperature. So the other day it was 29 degrees, but felt like 34, whereas today it's 28 degrees, but feels like 30. So I've actually had the fan off for most of the day. I turned it on briefly when Chris came back, briefly, because he always wants it on when he comes in, bless him. But he was only in for a very short period of time, grabbing his bits and bobs before heading off to the cricket. Like I said earlier, doesn't watch cricket, doesn't keep up with the cricket, has no idea what he's going to see. I asked him if he knew who was playing and he was like, no. So, he's gone to watch the cricket. Came back briefly to pick up some bits and bobs and then left, and I turned the fan back off for a couple more hours because I just didn't feel like I needed it. I've only really needed it in the past like hour and a half when the sun has really been blaring in this room. Yeah, it started to get hot then, but that's pretty good going considering for the past few days I've needed to have the fan on pretty much all day. To only need it for the last couple of hours it's pretty impressive. Yeah, did lots and lots of job research stuff today. I did struggle to get into it. I kind of sat down to do it. I did it for a little while and then got really itchy really quickly. So kind of stopped, and I thought I had finished for the day, but then I managed to motivate myself to do a little bit more. So did a bunch of research stuff today that I think will be really good for me. And yeah, I've just been chilling really. Once the sun started blaring and I had to turn the fan off, it was too hot to concentrate really. So I kind of just put everything down. Been trying to give this one attention, but she just wants to chill. She was on the blanket pretty much all day. Again, only in the past like few hours it was when Chris came back she got up to say hi to Chris, and yeah, since then she's not been able to really get herself. Oh, that's a lie. She was on the bed for a little bit, but yeah, on the floor since the sun's been blaring in through the window. I've just been called down for dinner. I think it's just me and my parents tonight, just chilling. Don't know what we're gonna watch. We're all very different with our TV shows of choice, so we'll see. But yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a good day. It's been definitely more bearable heat-wise. Not as productive as I could have been, but I got lots of stuff done anyway. It's fine. Whatever. Yeah, I'm now gonna go eat. I am really hungry. It's quite late for dinner, so I'm looking forward to food. I just realised the entirety of that clip, the TV was on in the background. I'm really sorry about that. It didn't even cross my mind that it was on and making sound. So, apologies if there were any weird, inappropriate jokes in the background or just randomness that were very confusing. I was watching a Minecraft Let's Play, because I do that with my life, so. Really on the ball today, as you can see. You're cuddly. You're in a cuddly mood. Good evening, everybody. It is quite late. Chris is still on his way back from the cricket, or he's still at the cricket, I think. I have no idea how long the cricket takes. Cricket is a long game. It lasts over a couple of days, does it not? Not that he's going to be there for a couple of days, but I don't know when it finishes. I don't know when he's going to be back. Do you know? No, oh, sabotaging the camera. Come here. But yeah, Chris still isn't back. It's still at the cricket. Probably won't be back for a really long time. Yes, and I love you. We were watching Celebrity Gogglebox because it was just me and my parents, and we never know what to watch because none of us like watching the same kind of thing, so we just kind of put that on. And towards the end my sister came home and we were watching the last of it, and there was an episode of Handmaid's Tale that we hadn't watched yet, and then we were like, oh, why don't we watch The Handmaid's Tale, because Chris doesn't care. It was kind of the show that we watched, all four of us. So we put on another episode of Handmaid's Tale. I think episode 3? Handmaid's Tale? This is the last season, isn't it? They've killed off some pretty major characters in this season. In that episode, they killed off 2 pretty big characters. I'm hoping that this is the last season. I don't really want to keep watching if it turns into a Game of Thrones style everyone dies left, right and centre type situation. I mean, I feel like this season's going to be that, but if it's the concluding season, it's a bit more acceptable. Waiting patiently like a good girl. You're such a good girl. Aren't you? Yeah. But yeah, dark and depressing show. But yeah, I'm kind of glad it's getting to a conclusion, because as much as the premise is like terrifying and engaging, it's exhausting because of how real things can be. Obviously that kind of stuff is very dystopian in a Western world. But it's exhausting to think about, isn't it? It's not nice to think about the fact that there are people out there in the world who actually believe that that kind of regime would be okay somehow. I don't know. It's tiring. It's draining. It's not nice to think about. It is quite warm. The fan's been off. I'm gonna turn it back on. And then just get ready for bed. I have no idea when Chris is gonna get back. Probably later than Silverstone, because I'm pretty sure the game was still going. You're so cute, you know that. You just sat there patiently waiting for me, aren't you? Yeah. So I'm gonna smother this adorable thing and get ready for bed and go to bed. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sing it nicely, boys. She's put me. That's a good night.